For the first part of this series, we're going to be focusing on home pages. Every day, I see Shopify stores that are struggling to convert. We get emails from Shopify store owners who are asking us for help. They're spending thousands of dollars on ads only to watch 95% of the traffic bounce without ever making a purchase. Instead, what they've done is they've slapped together a Shopify theme, created their logo in Canva, uploaded a few products, and turned ads on. Now, the reality is this combination is always going to fail. At our agency, we even have a term for this. It's called the AliExpress Syndrome. And the symptoms are usually very easy to spot. You bought a drop shipping course and rushed to launch. You don't understand branding, copywriting, or photography. So your store ends up just looking like every other cookie cutter site. And lastly, you're new to e-commerce and you're moving too fast. And the harsh reality is, this is something we always tell our clients, is that output equals input. So the amount of effort you put into your brand, from the design, the copywriting, the photography, and the conversion framework, will always correlate to the results you see in sales. You will never ever build a sustainable business without this foundation. For example, if you look at Volleyball Junkie, they spent money on ads. They had over 1,400 clicks with zero sales. That's because they're not using a framework. And it's not just about the framework, it's about discipline. It's the ethos that separates real brands from side projects. And if you're listening to me right now, I want to take this as a serious warning. A lot of these coaches and so-called gurus selling done-for-you Shopify sites are the cancer of this ecosystem. Their entire business model is built on a fabricated reputation that they're running multiple successful e-commerce stores, making millions of dollars, and that they're going to share those secrets with you and make you successful. Now, all you need to do, they say, is buy their course or let them set up a theme for you in 24 hours. But the stark reality is their entire business model is nothing more than preying on clueless beginners who are chasing the mirage of success. They don't earn from e-commerce, they earn by selling you a lifestyle, and what they deliver is exactly what you're about to see. A fragile, low-converting store that was never designed to succeed. And you have your examples right over here. Now, let me show you exactly what I mean. This is Jack Nicklaus' website. He is a famous golfer. His net worth is $500 million. And even with him and his huge team, they have failed to build a high converting website that optimizes for mobile traffic and converts. Beginning at the top, I see this mistake on every Shopify store, which is the free shipping. Free shipping is no longer a magnet. People expect it now. And most brands bake it into the product cost. If you're going to be using that as your top real estate, you are doomed to fail. Free shipping will not help you. Now, if you're a well-known brand, you have a lot of traction, that's absolutely fine. If you're just starting up, no one knows about you, top of funnel traffic hitting your page, saying free shipping is such a wasted experience. As we then scroll down, you look at this hero. For example, if we look at the live site, it's not legible. How can you digest what the offer is? It's excuse my French, it's a shitty hero to land on. It looks ugly, you can't really see anything, and you expect more from a brand where the owner's worth more than $500 million. As you scroll down, you don't get a sense of credibility, aesthetic. It's missing the most important things, which is telling the story, driving the consumer to make a purchase. All it is, it's a collection of products. It's buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Zero value, zero lifestyle content. It just looks very cheap, and this will not convert. And the same goes for these other pages here. You land on the homepage and you just see shop now, shop now. And this is what literally 90% of Shopify stores look like. Just a bunch of products slapped together, no idea, no conversion framework. and then they go into all these different forums or they contact agencies and they're saying, I'm spending so much money, but I'm getting no ads. And as I said, the output equals the input. So if you're in this arena, it's very important that you take a step back and you start to build around a conversion framework. Now, I'm going to show you how it works. And as you know, over the last 10 years, our agency has worked behind the scenes with some of the biggest Shopify brands in the world. We've worked with Kylie Cosmetics, we've worked with Rise, we've worked with Byte, and the list goes on. The strategies I'm going to share with you, they're battle tested, and they have helped our clients generate hundreds of $millions in sales. So let's jump into what a proper homepage should look like. These are the must-haves. Now, before we begin, the must-haves, I hope you're writing this down, are the elements your homepage can't live without. The psychological triggers, the science behind why people buy, the aesthetic and brand feel, how design builds trust, the flow in navigation, how you're going to guide your customers step by step to sale. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to include on your homepage, section by section, to turn your traffic into customers. Now, let's start with the first pillar, which is the must-haves. These are the non-negotiables. This is the baseline. If you don't have these, your homepage will not convert. First is the announcement bar. On a bad site, it was wasted on a generic free shipping message. On a high converting homepage, it reduces friction. Free returns, free exchanges, next day delivery. These small details erase doubt before the shopper even scrolls. Next is the navigation. Bad navigation is cluttered and irrelevant. Good navigation mirrors how your customers shop. In our golf store example, you could see here we are using a mobile category slider. And on top of that, we even have these little cards to show sales, buy one, get one free. We are providing the mobile experience that a shopper can get excited about. They could scroll to see more and they can easily tell what they want. Clubs, bags, shoes, balls, merch. Everything is mobile first, from the logo placement to the search icon to the cart bag to the menu. And just so you know, the search icon is so important. You must have it on your mobile navigation. Shopify trends show that anyone that uses that search icon to find a product is 75% more likely to check out. So always have that search icon in your mobile menu. Now, let's focus on the bread and the butter, the hero. This is where most stores fail. Instead of like random slogans or stock photos or the bad examples you saw before, your hero needs to do three things. It needs to deliver a benefit-driven headline. It needs to give clear call to action. And you need to have micro copy underneath that builds trust. As you can see, I've used AI to create a hero, but when you land on the page, you can instantly feel the brand. It's playful, it's youthful, it's clear, simple to understand, and we're leading with a benefit-driven headline. Up to 30% off golf gear. Clear call to action, explore best sellers. Micro copy, use Golf 25 for 25% off. That's a formula that works every single time. As we scroll down, we then have the collection launch pads. And I always say that the homepage is like a launch pad for customers to get to the destination they want as quickly as possible. You have to think of the homepage as a launch pad where you have to think about how the customer shops. So you have to categorize by products, by colors, by prices. You have to understand your customer. If they're going to walk into a retail store, how are they shopping? Are they going to the clearance rack? Are they going to the bestseller rack? Are they searching by color? And that's basically what the homepage has to be. It's a bunch of launch pads with call to actions to get them to their end destination as quickly as possible. Remember, your homepage isn't a catalog, it's a guide. Launch pads act like highways. They direct shoppers into the right categories. Here you can see golf clubs, golf bags, golf shoes, golf apparel, golf balls, and golf towels. They're clean cards, they're big tap targets, and the text is scannable. That's what removes frictions. Next, let's look at the USPs. So most homepages skip this, and it's a massive mistake. You need a section with at least 3 or 4 icons that answer, why should I buy from you? And here you can see we've done that. We have the pro quality gear without pro prices, that value perception, free returns, and next day shipping. Reduces buyer friction, gives them a surety, and lets them know when the product is being shipped out. Inclusiveness, designed for every golfer and skill level. Social proof, trusted by 50,000 golfers worldwide. Next, we're going to look at the featured products. On the bad site, there were no reviews. There was no urgency, nothing that signaled trust. On our page, we use star ratings, bestseller badges, crossed out prices, and bold CTAs like add to cart. And at the end of the section, we have 2 other call to actions. Explore bestseller, or if you have the ability to build a bundle, build your bag. This keeps the momentum alive. It's clean, it's digestible, it gets customers to purchase your bestsellers, or they could explore more, or if you do have that bundle option, they can go and build a bag and you can raise your AOV. After that, we have shop by brand. Again, this is another highway. It's a launch pad. Customers are loyalists. If it's TaylorMade, if it's Ping, if it's Callaway, we want to give them the option to purchase how they want to purchase. It's objective. You should never design subjectively. You want to be able to design objectively based on the customer experience. Most golfers will shop by categories: clubs, bags, shoes, balls, merch. Also, they want to buy the brands that they've already invested into. Maybe they already have a TaylorMade bag. Maybe they already have a Callaway golf club. Maybe they already have a Ping shirt. So the idea here is this launchpad is going to send them to exactly where they want, a collection page with branded products. After that, we add the social proof. And again, you can see the lifestyle images in between. It builds the brand credibility. It's playful and it's fun. As we scroll down, we have the social proof. Loved by golfers nationwide. Now, this is critical. Shoppers trust other golfers more than they trust you, and that's 100%. And that goes for every business. That's why a UGC grid right after bestsellers works so well. It humanizes your brand and builds authority instantly. And the way we've done it is you could either click on video reviews or you can click on written reviews. Then comes your brand story. This is where you connect emotionally. So you see this guy throughout the page. He's a cool, funny looking guy in all of the images. A simple headline like helping every golfer play their best round. It's short, it's digestible, but it's emotional paired with lifestyle imagery. That's how you make people feel like they're joining a brand, not just buying from a site that's been slapped together with products without any direction. After that, we have our CTA box. Remember, we want to capture and launch customers into the direction they want as quickly as possible. If you're leading with an offer, of course you have it in the hero, but there should be a section dedicated to it. And this section you can use in every Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Valentine's. The idea is that you always want to be giving an offer. We are in a world of commerce where discounts and coupons are a thing. People will buy from you because they want to feel like they are getting a better offer, a better discount. So here we're just reiterating that. Next, we have the email capture. Now, most stores waste this with like a boring 10% box, but instead we want to tie it to your niche. For our golf brand, we have a pop-up as well. Now this pop-up is going to say, claim your free towel. So the way this works is if someone is trying to exit out of the page, or you could initiate the pop-up after 15 to 20 seconds if no action has been taken, you then want to throw up this pop-up that says claim your free golf towel. Now, if you don't have the markups to go and give away a free golf towel or a free product, the idea here is you want to capture the email. If you can't capture the sale, if the customer is inactive, at least get the email. Try and put together the best lead magnet. If you don't have product, maybe it's a super valuable PDF. The idea here is you want to get the email because email marketing is the most lucrative marketing channel in the world. And it's been like that for a very long time, and it's going to remain that way. So having an email is golden. You can keep remarketing and remarketing and remarketing. And as I said, it's one of the most lucrative channels out there. Here we're saying claim your free golf towel. Clean clubs equals better swings. It's witty, it's relevant, and feels valuable. And notice how the CTA says grab my free towel instead of submit. It's a small change, but it delivers big results. Now, as we go back to that email box, we also have it here. If the customer is scrolled to this point, we want to make sure we grab the email. Next, we have the FAQ. It's super important to have the FAQ on every single page. We don't want a customer to be turned away because we are not able to answer their questions. So depending on your brand, you want to have an FAQ with at least 4 to 5 questions that answer those general things. How long does shipping take? What payment methods do you accept? Do you ship internationally? Lastly, we have the most important things. We have the free shipping, the free returns, and the human support. These are the bottom trust elements. And the customer has come this far, they're more likely going to shoot up and then begin navigating through the site. Now, when we look at the must-haves, this is everything you need. And don't worry if this is overwhelming. I'm going to be putting in a PDF so that you guys can look at it and use it as a checklist. But one thing I want to focus on now is the second pillar, which is the psychological triggers. This is the science of why people buy. Now, when you look at the announcement bar, it reduces risk. The hero section creates urgency, 30% off. Your best sellers show scarcity, shows deals. It shows that you're getting a discount. None of these elements live in isolation, but when they're stacked together, they build momentum. And the truth is, customers don't buy logically. They buy emotionally and justify it with logic later. Psychological triggers are what tap into their buying emotion. Now, another big thing that a lot of brands miss is the aesthetic and brand feel. Now, when you look at all three of these homepages side by side, there is no brand. There is no high quality aesthetic. You could see there's been zero investment. All the images are stock, they're boring, there's no human. It just seems very, very, very untrustworthy. Whereas with what we've done, this is where we've built trust, where design becomes trust. So when you look at our golf page, we're using premium colors. We're using the coarse sand, the fairway green, and the burnt orange. The typography has hierarchy. We have our bold H1s, our clean body text. We have the lifestyle imagery, golfers on the course, playful, fun, high quality. I mean, who wouldn't want to explore more after seeing this image? We're using generous white space. It makes the site feel premium and confident. A lot of mistakes we see with other brands is that things like this, it's so overwhelming, you just don't feel confident. It's like when you walk into an Apple store, the reason why it's designed minimalistic with a lot of white space, because it builds this sophistication that then kind of transcends over to this luxury feeling. And that's kind of what you want your website to be. Not too much white space, but just enough to build that breathable air so that customers could digest without kind of just being overwhelmed with products and text and different colors. Remember, if your site looks cluttered, this is important. If your site looks cluttered, amateur, or generic, shoppers will assume your products are the same. Like this looks like a Dubai chocolate box. I mean, why not have it on a beautiful table on a golf course and make it look super premium? Now, when we go back to our page, clean design equals higher trust, and higher trust equals higher AOV. So by investing into your brand aesthetic, into your brand image, you're going to generate more sales. Next, and the last pillar is the flow in navigation. Your homepage is not random blocks. It's a funnel. Your hero to your collections, to your USPs, to your bestsellers, to your social proof, to your brand story, to your coupon box, to your email capture, and so forth. Each section has a purpose. Each section pushes the shopper one step closer to purchase. Shopify Trends says it every single year. The stores that convert the best are frictionless. 1-2 tap, they're on the product page, and that's what you want. These launch pads on the homepage have to be frictionless. There are no dead ends, no wasted space. Everything is flowing, and this is true navigation. And when you nail this, buying becomes inevitable. So that's the anatomy of a high converting Shopify homepage. We covered the 4 pillars of conversions, which is the must-haves, the psychological triggers, the aesthetic and brand feel, and flow and navigation. If your homepage is missing even one of these, you're losing sales. But if you implement all 4, you'll build a foundation that works across both organic and paid traffic. In the next video, we're going to break down the product page, where the buying decision really happens. Now, this is the Shopify Bible, and I'm giving you the playbook. Now it's up to you to execute.